Thank you. And it's my honor to welcome Foreign Minister Ayman Safadi, my good friend Ayman from Jordan, to Finland as our guest today. And of course, Finland and Jordan, the countries have very good relations. We share many similar views and values in the world. And of course, issues like climate change or human rights are common to us. Jordan has also a very important role in seeking common ground and building peace in the region. And of course, the pandemic, COVID-19, has hit many economies in the Middle East very hard, including Jordan. Today was a possibility to hear a little bit more about the situation in Jordan, about the economy, about the social effects of COVID-19. And of course, Finland is prepared to help Jordan as well on these issues, the consequences of COVID-19. There is already good cooperation in the fields of innovation and technology between our countries. Despite the dire times, we also appreciate Jordan very much for its leadership and solidarity in hosting refugees. Of course, the former refugees from Palestine which are located in Jordan, and now new refugees, of course, from Syria, other countries of the region. You have been very hospitable to refugees, and we appreciate that you're working very, very much on these issues. And of course, continue our support to the UNRWA and other refugee organizations for the human rights of these refugees. We are very concerned, of course, also about some regional developments from Lebanon and its potential effects to the neighboring countries, and the stability of the region are something that concerns Finland truly. So with these words, I want to welcome you to Helsinki, and please, floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, dear friend Beka, for the wonderful opportunity today to meet and to discuss how we can further develop our strong relations. As you said, our bilaterals go back a long time, and there's also tremendous potential for us to be able to increase cooperation in areas of tourism, agrotechnology, technology, investment, among others. And I think today was a good opportunity for us to explore areas where we can have immediate impact as we both pursue steps through which we can increase that cooperation. Again, as you mentioned, we are both interested in and working very, very hard to ensure a region of peace, stability, and prosperity. And issues, crises of the region were high on the agenda today. Obviously, in Jordan, we're going to continue to seek international effort to reinvigorate the peace process and create political horizon for solving the Palestinian-Israeli conflict on the basis of the two-state solution. And we hope that we're going to continue to work with you and other Nordic countries and other members of the international community on creating that political space at this very, very critical time. Refugees, as you said, is also another area of concern. We are in Jordan a bit alarmed at the dwindling level of support to refugees, and Finland has always played a major role in not only contributing to the effort, but also on keeping the issue alive in international discussions. So we hope we will continue to work together to ensure sufficient support for refugees and for host countries, including Jordan. I want to thank you, dear friend, for your support for UNRWA. You are one of the top 20 donors to the agency, and again, part of the top issues on the agenda of my current tour in the Nordic countries is to see how we can all work together on ensuring sufficient support for the agency so that it can continue to offer its vital services to Palestinian refugees. And from here, as you know, I'll be seeing our colleague, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Sweden, to see how we can continue our partnership in galvanizing international support for the agency. So I think whether in terms of bilateral issues or in terms of our joint work towards creating stability, prosperity in the region. As you said, we share a lot of common values. We've always worked together, and I look forward to continuing to work with you on how we can build on this very strong relationship and how we can also maintain our cooperation and increase it towards addressing the many crises of the region, foremost among which is the Palestinian-Israeli issue, but also how do we solve the Syrian crisis, support Iraq, and continue with our joint effort to battle terrorism, which is a common threat to all of us. So again, Your Excellency, thank you so much for this very, very useful, constructive conversation among friends, and thank you for your hospitality. Finland is been a solid friend and a solid partner to Jordan, and you could always count on us to continue our good work together. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Excellencies. And now we have some time for questions and answers from the journalists online. Please indicate in the chat box if you would like to address a question to a minister. We will take the questions in the order first come, first serve. Are there any questions to our ministers? Yes, first question goes to Thomas Silén, Yle Finland. Please, floor is yours.
Question. You can.
Now we hear you.
Yes, there we go. Sorry, it's a bit, the connection is a bit vague. Sorry, I have a question for Mr. Safadi. Concerning the different relationships between different countries, during the recent conflict this spring between Israel and Hamas, many felt that the Jordanian response was a bit too muted. And given that the decision concerning the Sheikh Jarrah area has been deferred, but it's still a very potent issue, if the need arises again, how does Jordan intend to tackle matters this time?
Thank you, sir. I really don't understand what you mean by muted. We've been, during that conflict, we were at the heart of efforts to end that conflict. We've worked in the region with our partners in Europe, in the US, to ensure that provocative measures that Israel took then in Jerusalem, encroachment on Al-Haram, come to an end. We worked with the Security Council, with the UN General Assembly, with the Arab League, with the Organization of the Islamic Conference, with Europe, to make sure we end that aggression. And we made clear that the evacuation of the people of Sheikh Jarrah, had it happened, it would have been a war crime, something that we will not accept, and we warned against the consequences of continuing with those measures on the peace and stability in the region. Jordan, sir, will continue to do everything we possibly can to maintain calm and to move towards peace. We believe that the status quo is untenable, and we believe that all of us should work together towards ensuring that we achieve just and lasting peace on the basis of the two-state solution that would allow for the emergence of an independent, viable Palestinian state on borders of June 4, 1967, with occupied Jerusalem as capital, to live in peace and security with Israel in accordance with international law, in accordance with the Arab Peace Initiative as well. We do not see an alternative to the solution, and until we get to that solution, and as we continue with our efforts to create the political horizon necessary for the parties to get back to the table and to move to that solution, our focus right now is on ensuring stability, making sure that we stabilize the situation, making sure that no measures similar to those that have taken place in May and April do take place now, and we're in conversation with everybody, including with the Israeli government, to make sure that we maintain peace and we maintain stability and we create the political horizon to move forward. So Jordan will continue to do what it has always done, to speak openly and frankly and to work with all our partners on how we create that political horizon and to make sure that we all work together to stop all measures that would undermine the viability of the two-state solution and would keep therefore the chances for real peace alive. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Next question comes from MTV News, Lala Ylitalo, and is addressed to Minister Safadi. Please, floor is yours.
Hi, can you hear me as well?
We can hear you.
Yes, perfect. So Minister Safadi, I would like to ask a question regarding the current situation of the Jordanian palace. How has it evolved over the course of the last few months?
I don't know if I got the question right, but I would, if I got it right, I would say the situation is extremely stable. We are business as usual. We never had any real threat to the stability of the country. We had some movement that would have undermined the stability of the country and had it not been dealt with early. So we dealt with it early enough in the way that Jordan deals with all challenges calmly, reasonably, with a view to making sure that common sense prevails, and that's what we did. So if I understood the question correctly, I'll tell you that we're focusing, situation is extremely normal, and we're focusing on what matters to the country, political reforms, which His Majesty formed a special royal commission to identify and help move forward with, economic reforms that would address the challenges of our people and make sure that we create economic horizons and address the major challenges that we have in terms of job creation, fighting poverty, and creating economic opportunity and ensuring economic growth.
Thank you, Minister. Are there any further questions? We still have time for one question at least. Please indicate if you would like to ask a question. We have a question from Yle Finland for Minister Haavisto. Please ask your question.
Hejsan, går det bra om jag tar denna fråga på svenska?
Ja, det passar. There is one question in Swedish, so we'll take it. Yeah.
Ja, det gäller egentligen inte specifikt er träff här nu tillsammans. Jag har en fråga gällande situationen dels mellan belarusiska sprintern Kristina Timanovskaja och även den hängda belarusiska aktivisten Vitalij Shishov. Vill och kan EU göra någonting åt de här förföljelserna mot belarusiska aktivister i utlandet, är min fråga.
Translate to Minister as well, that he knows what we are talking about. It's actually not a question directly about the Jordan-Finland relations, but it's exactly about the question that I explained to you about the Belarus and its relation to other European countries and some of the recent human rights cases. Så jag försöker svara på svenska. Vi är förstås mycket bekymrade av mänskliga rättighetsfrågor allmänt i Belarus, därför att mer än 500 aktivister är nu i fängelse i Belarus, och förstås de senaste beslut eller sakerna som har hänt med idrottsmän i Tokyo också med det där aktivist som har finnats i Ukraina är någonting som är till allt vad som nu har hänt. Och frågan var, kan Europeiska unionen göra någonting? Vi har haft olika sanktioner mot Belarus i den här situationen efter valet som inte accepterades av internationella partner, och då oppositionen var i fängelse och kunde inte delta i valprocessen, och allt vad har hänt efter detta mot demonstranter. Och förstås de senaste nyheter är mycket, mycket bekymrande, och vi vill förstås försöka att hitta alla faktum vad som har hänt. Och det är mycket bra om som jag har förstått, Polen kan ge skydd i det där idrottsmännen som nu ska tillbaka från Tokyo. Tack ska du ha.
Thank you, Minister. I don't see any other questions, and we have also come to an end of our time slot. So I would like to thank you very much for your interest, and a big thanks to both ministers for this occasion. Have all a good afternoon, and the press conference is closed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.